I think it is a very huge collaboration of artists. Of course, NGMA inviting all of us. I think there are 55 artists being showcased here, more than 100 works, and all are living artists. So I think that is so special in itself because there are times when you pull out from old archives and bring in works, but these are all living contemporary artists and from different mediums. There is videos, there is thread and cloth, there is painting, there are sculptures and sculptures again of different mediums. So they have, I think, tried to bring in works from all different spheres, different mediums. It is kind of a multi-experiential show over here. And the base thing is the idea of energy, the idea of Shakti, which is so predominant in everyday life. We are breathing because there is energy. So that is the feminine force that I think which is expressed through all these different works over here. And I think it's a very special show, which is a traveling show. It is going to be, it has come from Delhi. Delhi was much, much larger, I think, but very selected and very beautiful works have come here. The display is amazing. The light and everything, I think it's fabulous. This kind of a show, and people must not miss it. And now it is going to be traveling to Belgium, from there to Uruguay, and I do hope Museum of Sacred Arts is going. Martin Gurovic, who is really very passionate about Indian culture and arts, is taking it forward to different countries. And of course, in India, has already brought it to 2 different main cities of the country.
So yeah, Kamadhenu is quite magnificent. What do
Thank
you have to tell us about it?
So Kamadhenu is about the wish. It's the cow which sort of fulfills all your wishes, even the desires and the wishes you may not have expressed. And over here it is an amalgamation of Shiva and Shakti. The hump is of a bull and the udders of the cow. So it is the idea, I took it from Ardhanarishwar. This is purely my concept. I have not seen this concept ever again. But I called it Kamadhenu because that is the predominant, the Shakti is the predominant force through which every life form, everything visual has taken place. And that's the reason it's Kamadhenu. And I've done a lot of sculptures in it, but this is in collection with MOSA, Museum of Sacred Arts, who are presenting the show over here.
The fact that Shakti is sharing the roof with Chitrakavyam Ramayana.
That's even more beautiful, I think, because it is all about the idea of yin and yang, male and female, the balance of energies. That's what I think it sort of exemplifies.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So it has been an amazing experience exhibiting at Shakti. First of all, it went to Delhi, and I did miss that show. I was for some reason not able to go for it, but I knew it would come to Mumbai, and of course Mumbai is my city. I'm proud of it, and I'm proud that it's displayed here, it's looking so good. And when Martin said, please, I would love to have your work, and I'm going to take it to Belgium, I'm going to take it to Uruguay. It was a very, very exciting thing for any artist to be shown internationally, nationally and internationally. I think it's wonderful to be here.
Your works look quite similar but yet very unique in their own right. Tell us something about it.
So the reason why my work looks so unique and yet it looks similar is because I use a lot of mixed media, and the mixed media is also very different from each other. At the same time, my colors are bright and people recognize my style. And even though it's abstract, it kind of fits into this theme of the sacred. And of course, fair and fierce, I'm a woman artist, and I think I fit in quite well into that. And I think that's the reason why I'm here.
The fact that Shakti is sharing the roof with Chitrakavyam Ramayanam, what do you have to say about that?
So initially I was a bit skeptical about being in the same exhibition as Ramayana, because I did not think that it would go, but now that I see the show, I think it really does work beautifully. And I guess there is nothing, I think it was more, I was a bit worried about it being a sort of becoming a political show or, controversial show in some ways, but I think it's just both the shows complement each other very, very nicely.
How would you like to urge the fellow Mumbaikars to come and have a look at Shakti?
I think a good amount of PR, word of mouth would work for this show, and I think there are 56 women artists. If all of us kind of promote it, and as you know, I do these things anyway. But yes, I urge everyone to come and see the show, talk about it. It's on for a while, and it's not going away very soon. So I hope it will be a show that will catch on very, very well.
It's a pleasure to have you.
One last question. So it's Shakti Fair and Fierce, and you have been there for ever since we actually know art. So how has it been for someone like you to be in this male-dominated profession?
I think, fortunately for me, I think it's not about being in a male-dominated thing. I've never thought about it that way. I, in fact, think that I am fortunate to stand out in this female exhibition, or in any kind of a female, or any platform for that matter. I think it helps that I'm a woman, and I think I'm one of those people who like to take advantage of that fact.
I think women have been marginalized in this patriarchal world, not just in India, around the world. So the idea was to, show that women today are making huge strides, making things change. And their world is not just restricted to the house. They are participating in governance, in politics, in army, in public sector, in industry. So the idea was, and also artists, Indian artists. Very often galleries have started giving them space, but still when you compare it with men, Indian women still get lesser space. Their work isn't valued financially and in terms of merit as much as men's work gets. So the idea was to show the strength, the aesthetic beauty of their work, and to show that they are now experimenting, doing different things. Women from around India, both very well known and the younger ones, are experimenting. So the idea was to bring it forward and break the barrier between high art and low art and traditional art and contemporary art. All women in this exhibition who are participating are contemporary women living in different parts of India. And the exhibition has been conceived and planned in 3 different sections, but they are not exclusive of each other. They flow in and out of each other. The first one is myth and mystique, because a lot of artists use mythology as their base. Then the other section is voice and vision, which describes what women today are trying to do and say and communicate. And the third one is threading life, how through thread and through embroidery work they are making their life come alive differently and taking pride in what they do, not just sidelined. So that's basically it. 100 works by about 55 artists, both across age groups and across media. That's what makes Fair and Fierce Shakti exhibition.
How difficult, how easy was it to put together all the works of 55 artists?
Well, I must say it wasn't easy because there are many more artists. And somebody could say, but why didn't you include this or why didn't you include that? Because these are representative works, representative women. And we traveled around. Of course, one knows many of them, but others we discovered as we traveled around. Both Martin and I, we traveled to Patna, to Kutch, to Bengal, Bihar, and to Kashmir, and saw what they were doing, and then selected works. Of course, Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta are cities we often travel and look at the artist's work, and some of the work is commissioned. And the most important thing, the collection is part of the Museum of Sacred Art in Belgium. So every work in this collection has been bought. So it's part of the collection and will tour to other countries also.
Where to next?
Well, next, of course, at the moment is Belgium next year. But in between, if the National Gallery of Modern Art wishes, it can perhaps go to another of their venues, but that's still tentative. Next sure venue is Belgium next year, and after that perhaps Uruguay, where finances is a big issue. We are trying to resolve that.
Any parting thoughts?
Pardon?
Any parting words?
Well, just this, that do see and enjoy and spread the word, because this exhibition has taken us several years, 3 to 4 years to make. The pandemic put a stop, then the foreign venues disappeared because their funds got dried up. So it's taken a lot of time. A lot of people have put in a lot of effort. So I hope people see it and draw inspiration from what they see and take it forward. Thank you.
Yeah, we've been working on the show for many years, actually before the pandemic. It was a concept that we developed with Shushma to have a show dedicated to women artists. That's why we call it Shakti. It's not only referring to Shakti, the goddess, but Shakti, women empowerment, women energy. So we wanted to select the best contemporary women artists that we could. And also we added embroidery women who do beautiful embroideries from different parts of India. So it's a very interesting combination of contemporary and embroidery work.
Where did this whole concept come about?
What is it?
Where did the whole concept come about?
Well, our museum, the Museum of Sacred Art, has many collections of Indian art, but it's focusing mainly on spiritual aspects. The main show we did many years ago was called Forms of Devotion, the Spiritual in Indian Art. It was showed in Lalit Kala Academy in 2015. It traveled all over the world to Bangkok, Shanghai, Spain. Now it's in Belgium in our storage. But we have many collections, about 25 collections of Indian spiritual art. Because in India, spirituality is still very much part of everybody's life and everybody's expression of art.
How difficult, how easy was it to put together the works of so many artists?
Well, as I said, we selected with Shushma the best artists we could. We could not include many because it's limited. So we have 18 contemporary artists and about 25 traditional embroidery ladies from different parts of India, from Kutch, Kashmir, Bengal, Bihar, and Himachal Pradesh. So we tried to include as much as we could. But actually you could have a show with thousands of women and thousands of artworks.
And what is it that you have to say about Shakti being displayed along with Ramayana?
In Delhi was also displayed along, but not as closely, because we're in different buildings, and it was inaugurated at the same time. But I think this combination it's perfect. It fits very good, actually. It's basically almost like one show divided in two sections, because there's no clash, there's no contrast. It goes very smooth together, Shakti and Ramayana.
Right. Any parting thoughts?
Well, I love many works. I love the embroideries. Kashmiri embroideries that take months or years to make. The Chamba Rumals are fantastic, but the contemporary works are very well selected also. We have very talented artists. So we're quite amazed about the talents that are here in India at the moment. India is a growing economy, but it's also a growing creative kind of collective.
कि हमें भी बहुत, जैसा आपने बधाई दी तो मुझे खुशी हुई, वैसे भी बहुत खुशी की बात है कि इस वक्त हमने ये जो रामायण चित्रकारम रामायणम, एक्चुअली इसके माध्यम से हम लोगों को फिर एक बार उस मीडियम की या उस युग की याद दिलाना चाहते हैं कि रामायण में जो हम पढ़ते हैं, जो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम राम हैं, उनके जीवन से जो हमें प्रेरणा मिलती है, उनके चरित्र से, उनके पूरा जो आप देखेंगे तो उसमें हमें ऐसा लगता है कि भगवान जब यहाँ पे अवतार लिया है, उसके बावजूद उन्होंने भी जब मनुष्य रूप में अवतार लेके उन सब जिम्मेदारी को किस तरीके से निभाया, अपने परिवार के प्रति, अपने राज्य के प्रति, अपने माता पिता के प्रति, जो भी उनका कर्तव्य था उन्होंने किस तरीके से उसको निभाया है। मेरे ख्याल है जब हम रामायण की बात करते हैं तो लोगों को हमें ये सीख मिलती है, और हम आजकल इस बारे में हम चर्चा भी करते हैं कि हम अपने बच्चों को, अपने साथियों को, सबको थोड़ा रामायण महाभारत जो हमारे एपिक हैं, जो हमारे महाकाव्य माने जाते हैं, उनके बारे में हम उनको जानकारी दें। इससे उनको अपनी संस्कृति के साथ जुड़ने का मौका मिलेगा, उनको अपने अतीत के बारे में जानने का मौका मिलेगा। और जैसा कि हम कहते हैं कि भारत विश्व गुरु बनने जा रहा है, तो हमें इन सब चीज़ों से वो सारी चीज़ें सीखने को मिलती हैं कि हम अपने जीवन को किस तरीके से और बेहतर कर सकते हैं, अपने जीवन में किस तरह से सुधार ला सकते हैं। तो रामायण, और ये एक संयोग ही है कि यहाँ पे जो एग्जीबिशन रामायण और शक्ति का मिलाप जो यहाँ हुआ है, क्योंकि हम अक्सर ऐसा कई बार सुनते हैं आजकल कि बहुत सारी ऐसी न्यूज़ हमें कभी कभी सुनने को मिलती है जो शायद हमें झकझोर के रख देती है। तो मुझे लगता है कि उन सबको यदि रामायण से प्रेरणा मिल सकती है तो हम एक अच्छा राम राज्य और एक अच्छे देश की तरफ, अच्छे नागरिकों की तरफ हम उनको ले जा सकते हैं।
सुनो, जैसे एक ही छत के नीचे दो बड़े बड़े एग्जीबिशंस आ रहे हैं, तो आप मुंबईकर्स को कैसे अर्ज करना चाहेंगे कि आके वो देखें दोनों चीज़ें?
देखिए, ये मौका है, इसमें बहुत पुरानी पेंटिंग्स भी हैं, बहुत जाने पहचाने लोगों की पेंटिंग्स भी हैं, और कुछ ऐसे जो शक्ति, नारी शक्ति का जो इसमें फेयर एंड फियर्स, उसके बारे में भी जो बताया गया है। तो मुंबईकर्स तो मुझे शायद ये कहने की ज़रूरत नहीं, क्योंकि वो तो आर्ट लवर हैं, और हमने पिछले एग्जीबिशन में भी देखा है, पहले भी देखा है। मैं उनसे निवेदन करूंगा, सभी मुंबईकर्स और जो भी बाहर से आते हैं लोग, कि वो आएँ और इसका लुत्फ़ उठाएं और जानें अपनी कला को, अपनी संस्कृति को, अपने अतीत को किस तरीके से। इसमें बहुत ही समायोजन है इतने प्रकार के मीडियम का कि जो भी देखेगा वो मंत्रमुग्ध हुए बिना रह नहीं पाएगा। तो मेरा ये निवेदन है और इन्विटेशन है मुंबई के लोगों को, वो यहाँ आएँ, और इसका 2 महीने तक ये रहेगा, वो आके इसका लुत्फ़ उठाएँ और अपने जो भी उनके रिमार्क्स हैं वो हमारे साथ साझा करें। धन्यवाद आपका सभी को।
Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sanjeev Kishore Gautam, Director General of NGMA, Ministry of Culture, India Government. I congratulate to that NGMA team and as well as the the Maharashtrian audience, which is the so good. आज का जो शाम है वो शायद महाराष्ट्र के लिए नहीं, बल्कि मैं मानता हूँ कि पूरे देश के लिए एक विशेष दिन है, क्योंकि मुंबई में इस प्रकार के एनजीएमए ने कभी भी पहल नहीं किया है। आज ये शो, जैसा कि आप लोग देख पा रहे हैं, शक्ति एंड चित्रकाव्यम रामायणम, दोनों ही ब्यूटीफुल और अलग तरह का प्रदर्शनी है। रामायणम में नंदलाल बोस से लेके आज के कंटेम्प्रेरी आर्टिस्ट तक के काम को शोकेसिंग किया गया है। सिर्फ चित्र नहीं है, बल्कि चित्र है, मूर्ति शिल्प है, प्रिंट मेकिंग है, इंस्टॉलेशन है, डिजिटल आर्ट भी है, एज वेल एज द शक्ति जी ऑल्सो लाइक सेम। बट थोड़ा सा उसमें दोनों में फ़र्क ये है कि भारत की जो संस्कृति है राम को लेके, विशेष करके राम के पूरे जीवन शैली को, जैसा कि हम मानते हैं कि उनके बचपन से लेके अंत काल तक जो उनके क्रियाकलाप हैं, जो उनके कर्म हैं, वो सीधे सीधे समाज को सरोकार करता है, समाज को एक नए दिशा में ले जाने के लिए प्रेरणा प्रदान करता है। मैं कह सकता हूँ कि चित्रकाव्यम रामायणम और शक्ति दोनों में जो समानता है वो इस प्रकार से हम डिपिक्ट कर सकते हैं कि भारत की जो कला संस्कृति है, जिस प्रकार के भारत के कला संस्कृति में हमें जीवन को एक नए तरीके से जीने का एक दिशा प्रदान करता है, बहुत सारी विभिन्नताओं में एकता का सूत्र प्रदान करता है। शक्ति एक प्रकार के उन महिला कलाकारों को एक संबलता देने का काम करेगा। भारत के अलग अलग प्रकार के महिला कलाकार, उसमें बुनकर भी हैं, ट्रेडिशनल आर्टिस्ट भी हैं, कंटेम्प्रेरी आर्टिस्ट भी हैं, और बहुत सारे भारत के उन रिनाउंड महिला कलाकारों को भी उसमें समाहित किया गया है। रामायणा और चित्रकाव्यम शक्ति दोनों एक दूसरे के पूरक कह सकते हैं, और इसलिए भी पूरक कह सकते हैं क्योंकि भारत की जो कला संस्कृति है उनको समृद्ध करने का काम देश नहीं बल्कि देश से बाहर भी जब हम लेके जाते हैं इस काम को, तो हमारी पूरी भारत की जो कला संस्कृति है उसको हम शोकेसिंग करते हैं। NGMA DG होने के नाते मेरा एक कर्तव्य है और मैं समझता हूँ कि मेरा नैतिक दायित्व भी है कि भारत के कला संस्कृति को विश्व पटल पे हम उस रूप में दिखाएं जो भारतीय कला संस्कृति का मूल है। आज के समय में, समकालीन समय में बहुत सारी कला क्षेत्र में भी बहुत सारी विकृतियाँ आई हैं, लेकिन इस प्रकार के प्रदर्शनी हमें बताता है कि भारत की जो कला संस्कृति है वो किस प्रकार से समृद्ध है और उस समृद्धता को पूरे विश्व पटल पे ले जाने का काम NGMA कर सकेगा। मेरा प्रयास है कि इस शो के बाद, जैसा कि मैंने पहले ये दोनों ही प्रदर्शनी दिल्ली में किया था, उसके बाद आज मुंबई में है, इसके बाद बेल्जियम के मूसा आर्ट गैलरी के साथ कोलैबोरेशन करके शक्ति को पुनः हम बेल्जियम में भी प्रदर्शित करेंगे और भारत के उन आधी आबादी को, उनके कला संस्कृति को, उनके कला कर्म को विश्व पटल पर ले जाने का प्रयास करूँगा।
चित्रकाव्यम रामायण एग्जीबिशन मेरे लिए काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट है and this is the first time after Delhi this show is coming to Mumbai and it is having actually the mixture of all the traditional as well as contemporary and modern art, and we have selected very categorically which starting from the miniature tradition to the printmaking, then talking about the modern artists who work on the theme of Ramayana, then also like taking some of the folk traditions like the Mithila from where Sita belong, and the rich tradition which has having paintings everywhere on the walls, on the clothes, even in marriage they have ritualistic paintings everywhere. So we selected this picture which is in itself, which is in the background. It reflects the Swayamvar of Sita, the marriage ceremony, and different scenario where she met Ram for the first time. And as well as you go, starting from the ground floor to the first floor, there are some of the, the contemporary artists, Shakti Burman and many more. And then there are the mingling of folk tradition of Kalamkari, as well as there you can see the mixture of stamps and then the puppet also. So we are trying to represent the Ramayana culture or the Ram, which is in everything and everywhere in India. Starting from Madhubani paintings to the south you go, Kalamkari, everywhere. The tradition of mask which you can see on the third floor we have put together, and from Rajasthan the cover which is done by the modern artist, but it is representing all the aspects of Ramayana. Starting from his crown, you can see the Paduka is there, then the beautiful paintings. So in itself, the complete environment, or what do you say, the display of the exhibition, it's trying to talk about the essence of Rama, his life, and different, the characters who played major role in his life, as well as the Shakti, which is the force behind everything. The exhibition, if you talk about, the Shakti means like the theme of the exhibition, which is talking about the energy within the woman who drives everything in the society, as well as the creativity, as well as the daily core activities. So all the, even it's like a mingling of different areas of artists. We have Arpana Kaur, we have Seema Kohli, Jessie Burman is there. Besides that, there are some, the tradition of Chamba Rumal, which has been about to die. So the attempt has been made through this exhibition that they can be, to revive them also. So some of the pieces on the ground floor of the block prints and even the modern visual paintings and even the installations there, you can see Kamdhenu Gai is there. Yeah. So all these aspects represent the main force of the woman, or the driving force which is behind men and women both. So we are trying to give the idea about the Ram and Shakti with both these exhibitions.
And how did this idea come about to merge Shakti and Ramayanam under one roof on the same day?
I would like to talk you about, I think this happened as a coincidence. We had one outreach activity where it was talking about Samme Ram, Shashwat Sri Ram. So it's like we were talking about this outreach, then we thought how to mix it with the, the thing which we do. That is the exhibition. And we had the Shakti exhibition separately in New Delhi. Shakti and Ramayana, it was going simultaneously, and it was about to end. Then we just decided with the direction of Director General that this exhibition should come to us also, and it should be like taking them together and just making one single force, like what I talk, or which I feel like there is a union. If you go, you start from different paintings, and if you see it as one, and you go up, and on the third floor, you will see that the two things are mixing together. There are so many traditions. You see the modern artist, the artist from Odisha, they have this installation of the heads of women, powerful women, or which you can find in Odisha state, in the villages, in the forest, and that the same thing she has tried with her sculptures. And in that, then there are puppets, masks, and cover. So all they are trying to, I thought that talking about the thing which is about the union of both the Ramayana and the Shakti. It means Vishnu. Ram means he is the incarnation of Vishnu, and Sita, she was in itself, she was Shakti. So it happened as a coincidence, but the exhibition was happening in New Delhi at the same time. So we just thought that we will bring both exhibition at one go. So it's like the complete union in myself. What as a curator I can tell, like we tried to find the complete, the point where both things can merge and they can be together a single story. So that is what we tried from these both exhibitions. Thank you.
Thank you so much.